All right, so when we're graphing quadratics, sometimes it's annoying to have to write it out on paper. Sometimes we have to do it anyway, but when it's not necessary, we can use our graphing calculator to help us out. So here's how we can graph quadratics using your TI-84. So we've got our graphing calculator powered up right here. We are going to graph the equation from our other window. X squared minus 9 is equal to 0. That's what we're going to graph. X squared minus 9 is equal to 0. So we're going to know that this is our actual equation, and this is going to be equal to y. So we'll type that in. We'll first press y equals right here, and that's going to pull up our option to enter our equation. And again, our equation was x squared minus 9 equal to 0. And we'll use our variable button, x. And I'm just going to press the x squared button here to get my squared. You could have used your exponent button and then picked 2 down here. X squared minus 9. And then I'm going to press enter. I've entered in my equation. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to graph it. Now I could graph by using the graph button, but instead I'm going to use the fit function. So I'm going to use zoom. So I'm going to press zoom. And I'm going to come down until I get to 0. Now you can just press 0 if you want. Zoom fit. I'm going to press enter. And that is going to graph my parabola. This is a slower calculator, so it can be kind of annoying. Now if you look very quickly, we can see that we have 2 zeros, or 2 roots here. Here's our first 0, and here's our second 0. We're going to try to find both of them. So here we go. We're going to use the calc function. That's right above the trace button there, so we're going to press second and trace. We're going to choose 0. The next thing we have to do is we have to tell where the 0 is that we're looking for. So we place our cursor on the left side of our first 0 there. We're going to place our cursor up here because our first 0 is there. Press enter. That is our left bound. Then it's going to ask us to find the right bound. So we'll move it over here. On the other side, right, on the other side of our 0, we'll put it right there, and we'll press enter. And then we'll press enter again when it asks us to guess. We don't have to guess there. And it's going to display our answers. Y is 0 and x is negative 3. So that is the coordinate of our first 0, or our first root, and we can write that in there if you want. So our first root is negative 3, 0. And then we need to find our second one. So off we go. We can see that the other root is on this side, and once again, I'm going to use my calc function, second calc, and I'm going to choose 0 to find the other one. And I'm going to move my little cursor over to the left side because I want to find my left bound right before my 0, right? So there's my 0 right there. I'm going to move it to the left of it to give the left bound. And then I'm going to push to the right here so that now I'm to the right of my 0 right there. And I'm going to press enter again. It's going to ask me to guess, and I'm just going to press enter. And it's going to give me my second 0, which is an x coordinate of 3 and a y coordinate of 0. And that is the solution to my quadratic. It's going to be 3, 0. So 3, 0. And those are the 2 solutions to our quadratic. That's it.